Hi there, how are you doing? I hope you are happy today and every day. Today we are going to study relationships of place value. As you know guys, and as you studied before, this is the house of place values. This house always starts by ones, then tens, then excellent, hundreds. Okay, for example, if I have a number like this number 926, as you know, 6 in the ones place, 2 in the tens place, 9 in the hundreds place. So this number, if I want to read it, I will say 926. Again, 900. 2 in tens, so we say 20, because as you know, 2 tens is 20. So we say 926. 6 in the ones place, so it's already 6. 2 in the tens place, so its value is 20 because it's 2 tens. 9 in the hundreds place means 900s. So the number is 926. The next. Okay, in this lesson we are going to study a new house. The first house, as we know, the no-name house, a house without name. The usual house you studied before, the ones, then tens, then hundreds. Okay, the new house we are going to study in this lesson is the thousands house. It's starting by thousands, and by the same exact way here, we started by ones, tens, hundreds. Here we are going to start by 1,000, then 10,000, then the same as here, 100,000, thousands, 10,000, 100,000. Okay, as you know, ones is 1 without 0. The tens has only 1 0. The hundreds has 2 zeros. Excellent. So what do you expect in the thousands place? How many zeros will be in the thousands place? Excellent. We have here no zeros, 1 0, 2 zeros. So the thousands place will have 3 zeros. Okay, what about the 10,000s place? Okay, it will have 4 zeros. 1 0 for 10, because it's called 10,000. So 1 0 for 10, and the 3 zeros for thousands. Okay. The 100,000 has 2 zeros. The 100 has 2 zeros, and the thousands has 3 zeros. So 2 zeros and the 3 zeros will be 5 zeros. So this place will have 5 zeros. Okay. We have another way. If you want to count the number of zeros in each place, by looking at the right of the number, over the right of the number, how many place values you have, how many places you have. For example, I'm going to choose thousands. Okay, in thousands I have beside it 1, 2, 3. Again, this is the thousands. Over the right, where is your right hand? Excellent. Over the right will be here. Here I have 1, 2. three places, or if you want to call them 3 rooms. So how many zeros, thousands, will have according to the number of rooms you have? Here you have 1, 2, 3. So 1,000 will have 3 zeros. Will have what? 3 zeros. Okay. For example, what about 100,000? I'm gonna look at the right of 100,000. Over the right of 100,000, how many rooms? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 100,000 has 5 zeros. Has 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Move to the next. We have an example. In this example, what's the value of the digit according to its position? If you have, for example, a number like 956,743. In this number, we want to know the value of 4. What's the value of 4? And when I ask you about the value, give me a number. Don't say tens or 1,000 or no. Say the value of this number. Okay? So what is the number? Is 4. The number is 4. What is the value of it? The value of 4 according to the number of digits beside 4 over the right of 4. Look, how many digits beside 4 here? I mean over the right. Yes, 3. So over the right of 4, we have only 1 digit, so we'll place it by 0. As you know, 3 in ones, 4 will be in tens. So the value of 4 is 4 tens. 4 tens means what? 40. Okay, so we're gonna bring down 4 first. This is the way to find the answer. We're gonna bring down 4 first, then we cross all digits over the left and the right of 4. Okay, and we replace them by zeros like that. Okay, so it's clear that the value of 4 is 40. Okay, and we can call it 4 tens because it's in the place value of tens, but we cannot say it's tens only. No, we can't, because I didn't ask you about the place value. I am asking about the value. The value of 4 is 4 tens or 40. Lesson 1-2, place value relationships. The objectives is to recognize that a digit in one place has 10 times the value of the same digit in the place to its right. Let's get started. The first question in Solve and Share: what's the relationship between the value of the first 5 and the value of the second 5 in 5,500? Solve this problem any way you choose. As you see, the chart of the place value: ones, tens, hundreds, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. First, we're going to put the number, each digit in its place. And I prefer to start from the right. Over the right, we have here 0, so we put the 0 in the ones here, and the second 0 in the tens here, the 5 in the hundreds, the second 5 in the 1,000. So it's gonna be like that. Okay? Then he's asking about the value of the first 5 and the second 5. The first 5, he means this 5, and the second 5, he means this 5. The first 5 in the hundreds place. So think about this. 5 in hundreds place. How many zeros for hundreds? Excellent, 2 zeros. So 5 with 2 zeros will be what? Will be 500. And the second 5, this 5, in the 1000s place, as you know, how many zeros for thousands? 3 zeros, excellent. So this 5 will have 3 zeros beside it, will be like that. Okay, as you see in the question, he is asking about the relationship between the first 5 and the second 5. There is a relation between this number and this number. This number has 5 and 3 zeros. This number has 5 and 2 zeros. So this number, if you add to it or you annex beside it 1 zero more, will be the same as this number. Okay? 500, the same as 5,000, but 500 need 1 zero more to be 5,000. In another word, we can say 5,000 has 1 zero more than 500. How to say that mathematically? That 5,000 has 1 zero more than 500. We can see it by multiplying 500 by 10. So 500 will get 1 zero more, will be 5,000. So this is the relationship between them. The next question, describe 2 ways 5,000 and 500 are related. 2 ways to make a relation between 5,000 and 500. 5,000 is 10 times greater than 500. That's correct, because 5,000 has 1 zero more. As you see, 5,000 has 1 zero more than 500. So 5,000 is 10 times greater than 500. Why? Because it's 10 groups of 500. 5,000 is 10 groups of 500. Means if you multiply 500 by 10, you will get 5,000. Okay, what is the second relationship between 5,000 and 500? Of course, 5,000 is greater than 500. So this is the second relationship. And that's why 5,000 has 3 zeros. And in all, it has 4 digits. 5,000, 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is greater than 500, which has 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. The next question is the value of the first 4 10 times as great as the value of the second 4. Is the value of the first 4 10 times as great as the value of the second 4 in 4043? Explain. What can you generalize about the value of digits that are 2 places apart in a number? As you see, this is the number 4043. Can we say that the first 4 here is 10 times as the second 4? Look, if the 2 digits beside each other and no other digits separate between them, so the first digit will be 10 times as the second one. Okay, but here, as you see, we have 4 here and the other 4 here, and between them 0. So we cannot say that this 4 is 10 times as this 4, because there is a 0 here spread between them. So the first 4 has a value of 4,000, as you see, because it's in the thousands place, and the second 4 in the tens place. So when two digits are the same but not next to each other, but in general we can say their values are related by multiples of 10. Means that 4040, both of them are multiples of 10. The next example, we have a number here which is 990,000. In this number we want to find the value of each 9, and we put a relationship between the two 9s, how the two 9s are related. The first 9, he means this 9, the red one, in the 100,000th place. So its value is what? Its value is 900,000 because it's in the 100,000th place. Okay. The green 9, this 9, in the 10,000th place, as you see, in the 10,000th place, and as you know, in the 10,000th place there are only 4 zeros, so it will have 4 zeros, 9 and 4 zeros, 90,000. How they are related to each other? How they are related to each other? The value of the first 9 is 10 times as great as the value of the second 9. That's why the two 9s beside each other, next to each other, no digit separate them. So the first 9 is 10 times as the second 9. When you multiply the value of the green 9 by 10, you will get the value of the red 9. When you multiply 90,000 by 10, this number, we are gonna get 900,000, which is the first 9. In the guided practice, is the value of the first 5 10 times as great as the value of the second 5 in 5,045? Explain. We put a rule in the beginning of the lesson, which is what? If the two digits beside each other and no digit separate between them, so the first digit is 10 times as the second one. And as you see here, this 5, the first 5 here, this one, and the second 5, which in the end or in the beginning of the number, separate between them two digits, 0 and 4. 0 and 4 are separating between the two 5s. So can we say that this 5 is 10 times as this 5? No, we cannot say. Why? Because this 5 in the thousands place. Look, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Yes. So this 5 in the thousands place, and this 5 in the ones place. And the 5 in the ones place has no zeros. The 5 in the thousands place has 3 zeros. So we cannot say that the first 5 is 10 times as the second one. Let's read the answer. The 5 has to be next to each other. The 5s has to be next to each other for the value of one 5 to be 10 times as great as the value of the other. Okay, so they should be beside each other. They should be beside each other. The second question, is the value of the 2 in 23,406 10 times as great as the value of 3? In this example, he is asking about the two digits 2 and 3. Someone will say, teacher, the two digits are beside each other. 2 is beside 3, of course. So can we say that the two digits, or the first digit here, which is 2, is 10 times as 3? Of course no. Why? Because the two digits are different. 2 is different from 3. I should have the same digits to say that the two digits, or the first digit, is 10 times as the second one. So, two conditions. I should have the two digits should be the same and should be next to each other. So the digits have to be the same for the value of one digit to be 10 times as great as the value of the other. So no. Name the values of the given digits in each number. What's the relationship between the values of the given digits? The 7 in 7,700. Okay, let's see. Starting from the beginning here. 0 in the ones place. This 0 in the tens place. 7 in hundreds place. Excellent. So the first 7 here, I mean the 7 will be in the hundreds place because it has two zeros beside it, and in the third place value. What about the 7? This 7 in the fourth place value. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and as we studied in the first ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. How many zeros in 1,000? 3 zeros. So it's gonna be 7,000. So the value of this 7 is 7,000. The value of this 7 is 700. The first 7, he means this one, is 10 times as the second one beside it. Why? Because they are beside each other. Okay. Question 4. The 4 in 440,200. We start by this 4. This 4 in the 6th place. Look, if you start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get started again. Reading the places: ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000. So 4 in the 100,000. How many zeros for the 100,000? If you don't know, if you forgot how many zeros beside the 100,000, count the digits beside the 4. This 4, I mean this 4. How many digits beside this 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this 4 will have 5 zeros beside it because it's in the hundreds, in the 100,000 place. Okay. According to the second 4, this 4. Let's get started again from ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000. And the 10,000 has how many zeros? Count the zeros over the right of 4. This 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 4 will have 4 zeros beside it, like that. What is the relation between this 4 and this 4? As you see, this 4 has 1 zero more than this 4. This is 400,000. This is 40,000. 400,000 has 1 zero more than 40,000. So if you multiply 40,000 by 10, you will get 400,000. So the two digits beside each other. So as we studied the rule, the two fours beside each other and nothing separate them, no digits separate them. So the first 4 is 10 times as great as the value of the second 4. In the independent practice, the 2's in 60,228. What's the value of the 2's in 60,228? We have here, as you see, 2 2's. Okay, let's get started by the first 2, this 2. To find the value, not the place value. He's not asking about the place value, to say it's in the hundreds or tens. No, not like that. We're gonna cross all digits except the digit we want to know the value of it, like that. And then you ask yourself, how many digits beside 2 over the right? Over the right only. How many digits beside this 2? Only 2 digits, as you see. So you replace them by zeros, like that. You put 2 and beside it 2 zeros because it has 2 digits. Okay, the second 2, this one, we want to know the value of it. We cross all digits except this 2. Then we count how many digits beside the 2. How many digits? Yeah, only 1 digit beside the 2. So it will have only 1 zero beside it. It's gonna be 20. Okay? The 5 here. Let's get started by this 5. How many digits beside it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's gonna have only 4 zeros beside it. And the other 5 will have 3 zeros. Like that, 5,000. Okay. The 4th in this number, 14,423. Let's get started by this 4. How many digits beside the 4? How many digits beside the 4? 1, 2, 3. So it's gonna have only 3 zeros. And what about this 4? How many digits beside it? Only 2 digits. So it will have only 2 zeros. So the 2 4s, the value of the 2 4s will be like that, 4,400. Okay? The 8th in 880,000. As you see, this 8 beside it 5 digits. So it will have 5 zeros. And this 8 has beside it 4 digits. So it's gonna have 4 zeros, like that. Okay? Try by yourself the other questions. Let's move to question number 19. Which group of numbers shows the values of the 4s in 44,492? Let's start from the greatest one, this. This 4 has beside it how many digits? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 4 will have beside it 4 zeros. Okay. So we are gonna cross these 2 choices because they don't have 4 and 4 zeros beside it, means 40,000. So these 2 choices will be out. Okay, the next 4, how many zeros beside it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's gonna be 4,000. Okay, so the first one 40,000, the second one 4,000. What about the third one? This one, how many digits beside it? 2 digits. So it's gonna have only 2 zeros. So the first choice only, which is correct. Question 20. In which number is the value of the red digit 10 times as great as the value of the green digits? as you know, guys, the rule we studied before. If you want to say that the digit, the value of the digit is 10 times as the value of the second digit, they should be beside each other and nothing separate them. Okay? But here we should focus on the color. He said the red digit 10 times as great as the value of the green one. Means that the red should be greater than the green. The value of the red should be greater than the value of the green. Why? Because it's 10 times as great as the value of the green. So the red digit should come first. So this will be out because the green is greater than the red, as you see. Here, the red comes first, as you see. And the two fives beside each other. Nothing separates them. So this choice is correct. What about this one? The red comes first and the green comes second. But there is two digits separate them. Okay? The last number. The red comes first, but the two digits not the same. They should be the same. 3 and 3, 1 and 1, like that. So the second choice only, which is correct. Thank you. Goodbye.